Hi, I'm Dr. Sandy Queen with Queen Homeschool Supplies, and we get a lot of questions about people wanting to see the inside of our Observing History Through Picture Study sets. And we don't have samples of them on the website, and so I'm going to go ahead and show you one of the sets. This is obviously the Early American History set. They are all set up the same. Each one contains 10 different full-color art reproductions focusing on different historical time periods. So these are different than other picture study sets you might find elsewhere because the focus is not just on one artist, but rather on a historical time period. So if you're studying, for example, early American history, this one right here on early American history would be the one that corresponds with that. And inside, you're going to find, just like Christmas, right? 10 different paintings and a study guide. So these are the paintings in the early American history set here. Paul Revere. You can see that some of them are about showing historical figures. Some of them are focusing on the clothing that are worn during that time period. Different leaders in history during that time and their clothing there as well. Here's a family that's showing you the different family members and what they look like, how they dressed. Okay, here's some children during that time period. Okay, here's another one that shows a portrayal of that time period in history. So all of these do here, you can see some of the decor in the homes of that time as well. Okay. And I find it very interesting to see, how people looked and how they lived in these different historical time periods. And that was really what drew me to create this series, was I wanted to share that with my children all in one place. Here's another everyday life activity that would really just help to bring the time period to life that we were studying by showing it in pictures. I'm a very, very visual learner, and some of my kids, I have 6 children. Obviously, they've all graduated homeschooling now, and now we're my soon to be 5 grandchildren are being homeschooled as well. But these sets, I was inspired to create these sets because I wanted to show my own kids a visual representation of everyday life of the time periods that we were studying with our Discovering History curriculum. So we might be studying a certain time period, and I would come up with the paintings and that go along with that. Also included, there's a study guide, and the study guide gives you information about each of the 10 paintings that you're going to see in the set. So there's information on each of the paintings as well as on each of the artists. So you're getting the artist study, but you're also getting the picture study showing about each painting, the history of it, what you see in that painting, and how it pertains to everyday life during that time period. And then there's some additional art activities if you should choose to do those to kind of integrate that as well. In the very back of the study guide, there's a page that just has some additional paintings that you might want to look up online or in another art resource book that also correspond to the time period that you're studying. So that's what the Observing History Through Picture Study sets are like. A lot of people have asked, what are they like inside? 10 paintings, and as you can see, they're nice stiff photo paper, very glossy. Some people will just look at these and hold them while you're doing school. Some people will display one on an easel or somewhere during school hours for a week at a time, each different, and switching the paintings out each week. And it just gives your child that visual picture of what everyday life was like during that time period. And as always, you can find this whole series under the history section at queenhomeschool.com. It's the Observing History Through Picture Study series. Please give me a thumbs up if you watched all the way to the end, and feel free to subscribe to our video. It'll help you to see more. Thanks for watching.